but last time he proved it again.
Oh, a little bit of a broken bat there, and it goes under the glove of the shortstop, Lee. And that's going to be big trouble to start the game for the Guardians. Runners at first and third, no out. That was the bat he was using last night. Because that one's just a big whiff by Lee Tongshen over there at shortstop.
With number 3 batter, Lee Ganke, stepping to the plate. Took the first pitch. Wow.
And the Guardians look out of sorts to start this game, as that throw was also offline by Lee Yichen, and the infield's having a rough go of it already.
That's true, yeah. Infield to call a time right now to try to settle down everybody a little bit. That throw is definitely off.
You know, to Lee Yichen's slight defense. And that ball's ripped down to third, but a great play by Sheen. And that's going to be a double play. I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, so we thought that may end the inning as inning-ending double play. Challenge has been issued. But
Shin may catch that ball on the line.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was hit on the ground, and then he went over to first, and then Lin An Ko was going back to first. Okay, that makes a lot more sense to me. I thought for sure that ball was hit on the ground.
And 19, 7.5 games behind the Monkeys, and that is an out.
Wow.
And
so
that was an inning-ending double play.
So it was hit in the air. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
Beautiful double play to end the inning.
Well, after the first of the first half, and it's 1-0 the Lions. That's it.
How about one right here? That one's drilled at the center fielder, but he's going to stay put. Nonetheless, this game will be tied as Hu Jinlong will jog in from third base to tie the game at 1. He hit that ball really hard.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of these stories where the guy takes advantage of as he hits one back to the pitcher. And we'll get back to this great story of him in the next inning.
To a batting average that's...
That ball's lifted deep to center. Back to the track is Gao. And unfortunately, the yard will not hold it, as that is a solo home run for Su Zhijie to start the second inning. Not quite the start the Guardians wanted.
Oh, yeah. And that is the 10th home run for him on the season.
You know, I was just thinking, when you think of a Guardian and a Lion, as that one's ripped down to third, could be 2. Nope, they'll take the easy one at first base for the first out of the inning. Oh, yeah, so basically I was going to say, who would win in a real fight between a Guardian and a Lion?
You mean the real war?
Yeah.
The Guardians. He has a sword.
But what is a Guardian, though? In your mind.
Please refer to the to the logo of the team. You'll be able to see it somewhere. I think in every half inning, we'll be coming to the broadcast with the logo. And actually, it's on TV right now on the left corner of these the Zhongxians.
So he does have a sword?
I believe so. Yeah, but maybe in this case he has a bat instead.
Well, then the Lion might have a chance.
Well, we don't know. Well, let's not try to put that into the real world for the fight, please.
There's enough violence in the world today.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Lee Zhongxian, when he is batting against the Guardians, I'm talking about when Jerry Wu is batting against the Guardians, that he has a 1.00 batting average when the runners are in scoring position. So that probably means that another hit is coming.
His name is Jerry?
Yeah, we just call him that because his Chinese name is Wu Jierui. And Jerry is actually, when you try to translate the word, the name Jerry, back to Mandarin, it is Jerry. So we just kind of give him a nickname as Jerry Wu. I think we should go down there to ask him if he has a real English name or not.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not Jerry.
Okay.
I don't only know a few Jerrys. Do you know many Jerrys?
Yeah, I know a few.
That could be trouble as it's flared into no man's land, and it will be trouble as the third run of the night will come around easily to score for the Guardians. Bloop single by Jerry Yu.
Yeah, well, so that is also the way that he keeps his batting average at 1.000, while he is batting against the name will be encore, because that two words was the exact translation of the English word encore. Encore.
So I'm going to ask you the same question I just asked you about Jerry.
Yeah.
How many people do you know named Encore?
Nobody.
That one's ripped down the line, and that could be trouble as we got some speed in Ujiere as he will stop at third base. And Lin Anka, I'm going to stick with Anka instead of Encore. I'll go with Jerry, but I'm not going to go with Encore.
Of course, of course.
There's another flare that's going to be caught by center fielder Gao as I hold my breath as I see the center fielder and the right fielder crossing paths, and we can hear the field,
yes,
and we couldn't really hear anybody calling that ball. Oh my! Thank you.
Clinics and everything like that.
As that one's rolled over to second, you're going to have to hurry. Scoops it over with the glove. Great recovery by Wang Zhentang, and Zhang Guohao gets out of the inning just down 3-1. Up as this one bounces over to first. This is going to be a tough play. Not quite sure why the first baseman would grab that ball. A lot of the times when the ball comes in hard, the fielder will take his throwing hand, and he
the first baseman of the on the school's team.
Oh, there's another. That's a second hit in a row, and you're going to get a second run on the board as Wang Zhentang will come around from second base to give the Guardians a second run of the evening. Now they only trail 3-2. That's three. That ball's lifted out to right. It's deep enough to score the game-tying goal as one brother knocks in another brother. And we have a 3-3 game here in Xinzhuang. Love the character of the Guardians.
In the final year of the junior high, you could be spotted.
As this ball is lifted high out to Lin Anka, but he will park under it. And he is also looking a lot more comfortable out there in right field.
Yes.
As Lin Yichen is doubled off of first base for the third out of the inning.
Welcome back to Momo TV and welcome back to Xinzhuang Baseball Stadium as we are entering the top of the fourth. But before that, let's take a look at the final out. No, that's not the final out. That was the second out of the inning. But I think Lin Yichen kind of forgot how many outs there were. So he became the third out in the final out of the inning as the manager and the coach look at him as like, what was going on with you? But not before the Guardians tied the game at 3 apiece. And because of that, he kind of lost his pace on the mound.
That ball is drilled out in the center. Back goes Gao, and he makes a beautiful catch at the warning track as the strategy pays off by about 1.5 feet. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Game tied 3-3.
Of the club.
Exactly. As the runner takes off for second, it looks like he's going to be gunned down for the third out of the inning. And a great throw by Lin Yong. We'll head catch up with you soon. The first times we talked about him, and this is when one of our first contacts with Mr. Keith Olbermann was when I said that he played for the Jacksonville Giant shrimp instead of the Jumbo shrimp. So that ball's hit deep to center, and that one was a jumbo hit, Mr. Keith Olbermann, and it leaves the yard to give the Guardians a 4-3 lead here in the fifth inning.
They also pushed the consecutive games with home run record to 17 games for the Guardians, and that is also the 5th home run for the Hu Jilong this season. Wow.
Must clear the fence by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, it was a big one.
Well, speaking of clearing the fence, well, that one also clears the fence for a home run for Pan Wu-Xiong. And don't let that low batting average fool you. He can come up with clutch hits when you need them.
And that is also the second home run of the season for Pan Wu-Xiong. Well, that one did not fly as far as the one that Hu Jinlong hit, but well, a run is a run, and now the game is tied again at 4 apiece.
That one's ripped into the gap. That's going to be extra bases for Gao Guohui as we take a look at the fans celebrating as Gao Guohui walks up into second base. And I think you were trending in that direction. You're basically like he was going to get a hit in this at bat.
Well, the thing is, we have against Shi Ziqian.
Well, this might be too, as it's rolled to short and over to first, but not even close. As Gao gets down the line very quickly, and Gao gets up the line also to score the 5th run for the Guardians, giving them a 5-4 lead. Like I said,
to lead the wow.
Wow is right. Lin Jingkai playing so deep. That's a hit in any other time. But Lin Jingkai's playing so deep, he gets Hu Jinlong for the 3rd out here at the bottom of the 6th. Guardians
get prepared to the next batter. Wow, that one was a foul.
Yeah, I mean, I could argue with him in saying that if you look around the field, there's not
whether the foul ball actually hit Jerry on his helmet or not.
What's going on?
Yeah. He's also having a little chat with all the infielders.
Good choice of music. The spooky X-Files music in the background.
Suspense. Nobody really knows what's going on with that foul tip, or maybe the. Let's take a look if the play umpire is going to tell us anything at all. Oh, by the way, and
just as we suspected, it was a foul tip. Didn't come any. Ball's hit up the middle. Could be 2 here, off the 2nd and over to 1st for 2. And that is a huge double play in the top of the 7th. Just what the doctor ordered. He even got hit in the head, and then he grounded into a double play. Go sit down and have some water, because it's not your at-bat.
Yeah, and they also saved some. In the past 2 outings, he never approached 20.
Oh, this could be trouble. Slow rolling ball over to 3rd. What a great play by the 3rd baseman, Qin. And that is the end of the top of the 8th. Oh, that ball is hit into right field. And you will see Chen Zhixian taking 3rd base. As now we have runners at the corners with 1 out. And I wonder if the Lions don't have some tomfoolery up there. And instead, that ball is just hooked foul. I thought from this angle that was a hit for sure.
I thought the same too, but instead, it is a 2-2 situation right now. 2 feet out of the foul line.
I would strike him out if I were Chen Hongwen. So this is what he's going to do. He's going to strike him out.
You are absolutely right. At the same time, Deng Zhiwei is on the 2nd base. And
that ball is popped up. Gao Guolin settles underneath it. Takes a few shaky steps backwards, but still hangs on to the ball, and the Guardians hang on to the game 5-4. Well, if it's not Chen Hongwen making it interesting, it's Gao Guolin making it interesting.
Well, it is both very entertaining and interesting as the Guardians took this game 5-4 and split the 2-game series. Well, we'll be right back.